Have you ever wanted to learn something you are truly curious or passionate about? There's a learning method that gives you freedom, is independent, and self-directed. It also allows one to explore all their curiosities and passions. I would be lying if I said that's all it was. Because this study method can also connect what you learn in school to what you want to do. After all, that makes it a truly sustainable form of learning, in which online resources and traditional resources both can be utilized. Hello, this is my first video in a three-part series in which I discuss different studying methods. This study method, which gives students complete freedom, is called autonomous learning. I will now move on to our interview with Matthew Chen, a sophomore in high school, and I will ask him questions regarding this study method. Hello, Matthew. How are you?
I'm good.
I have a few questions for you today regarding your study methods.
Sure.
My first question is, do you prefer to study alone, in a small group, or in a class, and why?
I prefer to study in small groups because then you can talk to people who are close to you, who understand you better, and you can share information with them. And, like, if you're not sure about something, for example, you can ask them.
Yeah. Any tips for people who are trying to undertake a project right now, like studying based or anything, really?
I would say don't procrastinate. I haven't been great at that, but try to start as early as you can because then you don't have to do as much per day. You can just do like maybe 15 minutes a day, 30 minutes a day, and you'll be done. Rather than trying to cram like 4 hours of work the day before it's due. And also, if you can do it with a person, I would recommend doing that because then you can go through it together. And once again, if there's something you're confused about, you can ask them.
How do you use online resources to study?
I mostly just use Google, but I also can ask my brother usually because he's gone through a lot of the same stuff as I have. So if you have like an older sibling or something, or like an older friend that you can ask, I would recommend to do that as well.
Do you use databases or anything of the sort in specific classes or circumstances, perhaps?
Yeah, I use textbooks for many of my classes, such as AP Statistics, Multivariable Calculus, AP Bio, and
AP.
yeah, AP World.
How do you use traditional methods of studying, like asking a teacher using books, libraries, stuff like that?
Yeah, I just mostly use the textbook. I go through the chapter. Reading guides, I use the textbook for those, and yeah, I just mostly you can go through the chapter, do the review questions at the end, and then it's really helpful for preparing for a test.
What do you prefer, online or traditional methods more?
I feel like using a textbook is probably better because then what information your teacher wants you to know, because online there are a bunch of different things that can give you different answers, and if you use a textbook you use what your teacher wants you to know.
Autonomous learning is basically learning alone, things like independent research. This teaches a student management skills and also is known to have a beneficial effect on students' academic performance and motivation. To end today's video, I have a question. What was the last time you felt curious?